Hello YouTube. Today I weather seal various things in my apartment here because I'm tired of being cold and prep for the winter. Went ahead and used some caulking. I got at Habitat for Humanity, which is a, non-profit. It's called the Restore. Get donations or whatever. It's cheap construction stuff. Secondhand. Anyways, it's a good idea to try to find one of those if you can. If not, probably the Home Depot or something. So I have my attic crawl space up in here. I got some of this stuff for 10 cents a piece. Basically, it's like foam insulation, and it would have been big sheets of it. Somebody decided to cut it into strips, I guess, and they donated a big box of it. So I went ahead and bought 21 of them at 10 cents a piece. And I went to my attic crawl space here, measured from here to here, found out what my length was, and then I just ran them with width-wise and made sure they fit, but I made sure they fit really, really well, not to where they were bowing. Like, I didn't want them to be too tight because then they bend. See, they bend quite a bit. They flex. And I didn't want to get too much of a bend in there because then there'd be a tiny bit of a gap underneath. So I just kept shimming it off with an insulation knife. You could use a box knife too, but an insulation knife's basically just a very sharp razor blade knife, very thin, and it has a square edge, so it works good for chopping once you cut a line out of your insulation. I went ahead and came in here, still a mess, underneath my sink as well. If you can see, it's kind of dark, huh? You can get a flashlight. So here's your insulation knife. You can see how it has this square edge. This one's a Johnson Manville. There it is. Also, went ahead and chased all of this, the whole gap. Still have some more work to do here, but just on the baseboards where the air's coming in. I don't have a blower door, and I don't have a strong enough fan to make one either, so I don't have an infrared gun, but when it gets cold enough, I can feel where the cold is. So here we are. I'm just guessing that you can see that. I went ahead and cut two shape, put it around the pipes, kind of wedged it in, and then glued it all up with the seal after that. Now, this stuff that I'm using, I'm not buying this apartment, so I was not worried about it being a nasty, filthy, dirty caulk job. Caulk, there's an L in that. Those are the, anyways. So I bought this stuff, Seal and Peel, by D.I.Y, I guess. DAP, removable weather stripping. So, low odor and easy water cleanup. Latex formula. Temporary weatherproof seal. Seal out drafts and save energy. So it's all season weather stripping sealant, essentially, is what it says. Applied with caulking gun. I bought a 12 box at my Restore. $24. That's $2 a piece. That's pretty cheap. So basically, after 72 hours, it dries clear, and then after, as long as you take it off before 6 months, you can just peel it right off, apparently, and get me through the winter. Take it off maybe in March, and then it will be summertime, but the air conditioner is cheaper than the heater, so I won't worry about it in summertime. But my electricity bill in the winter or the summertime is $30 about, and on average, 35 on average, and in the winter it's 80 or 90, so I'm losing a lot of air. And I do know that this place has some foundation rate, I don't want to say problems, but there are problems. They're not enormous, and I rent, so they're not my problems, but you can tell the crack here. I don't know if it's on slab or whatever, I really don't know, I haven't been under it, but creates leaks. They're not the newest places either. Going to seal the bottom around my toilet because there's quite a bit of cold coming off around that as well. My free shower curtain with flowers. It's better than the nasty institution looking dirty white interior. Anyways, if you wondered. Okay. Basically, this is a very reasonable priced apartment in a pretty good location, and I think the foundation issues have something to do with that. But it might be like $800 or $900 to $1,200 for apartments here usually, and I pay like under $500. Lived in this complex for 5 years or so, four or five. Pretty good place. Anyways, gonna run ahead and. You can see there's like drywall's coming right out where the pipe is, and it's just like right cold down to probably straight down to the bottom of the unit, which ain't good. And might even go up into my neighbor's unit in between somewhere in the attic as well. So I have kind of just a heat and a cold funnel just dumping in here, and with the pressure systems and whatnot, I think it wants somewhere to go. Anyways, it's coming in, so gonna go ahead and cut some more pieces of this stuff here later, and kind of make a nick. My insulation knife. This is my thumbnail right now. Kind of fit it around, and then I just kind of did like a trapezoid. I didn't mess with the circle. And I just did a second one, did a second trapezoid, and then I cut it shorter here, and then made it go in farther on the other. So it's pretty evenly split, but yeah, I did the job. It went over the pipe. I basically slid it over like this, and then put like a tack on the bottom, thumbtack, just to make sure it didn't slide. I mean, it's nothing permanent or whatever. It's not a permanent fix, but it'll keep the cold out, and have this great mini HVAC unit in here, man. It's just perfect. It's got air conditioning. It'll be like 68 degrees in here all summer if I want it to be, and that's spectacular. But it does have a bit of a problem. It kind of struggles to keep the place regularly warm in the mornings when I wake up back in my bedroom. It's a big bedroom, and it probably gets lost in the kitchen and the bathroom on the way. I keep the door shut, but I mean, there's a pretty good gap in it, whatever. But just I don't like cold toes and cold feet when it gets to be like 40 outside. And I turn on the ceiling heat to like 65 so that, you know, it kicks on at 65 or when it's below 65. But sometimes when it's like 30 outside, it's pretty colder in here, man. Like pretty cold. So gonna do this winter and not have $100 electricity bill. And by spending, I don't know, a couple hours, 5 maybe 10 when I'm total at the max, if I want to get a little crazy, I'm hoping to save myself at least $30 a month. Maybe like $180, but it honestly could be more, and honestly it could be less. But I don't think that I'm that's going to make some improvement, and we'll see. It's only November right now, or October. So that's where I'm at, guys. Thanks for being here with me. All right. Till next time, take it easy.